Hi everybody, my name is Gavin Poyer and welcome back. Today we're listening to Sometimes I Might Be Introvert. This is Little Simz. She is an incredible rapper. Before I even start this is probably going to be my album of the year. Knowing Little Simz, knowing me, it has that potential. She's crazy. She's amazing. This is brilliant. We're starting with number one, Introvert. So right off the bat, this sounds massive. This sounds huge. It it feels like I'm gearing up for war or I'm getting hyped up or something like that. Uh, wow. Really good transition there. And I like this beat. I like this beat a lot. It feels very appropriate for her. If you haven't heard Gray Area, her 2019 album, I think it's 2019, my personal favorite album of the year. It probably is the best album of the year.
Blood of a young Messiah. I see sinners in a church, I see sinners in a church. Sometimes I might be introvert. There's a war inside, I hear battle cries. Mothers burying sons, young boys playing with guns. The devil's a liar, fulfill your wildest desires.
Oh my god, so we're just getting... Shoot, we're just talking about everything straight out the gate. This is gonna be one of those albums that I will need to look over again and again because it's heavy. It's heavy with text, and you know that there's a meaning behind it, just like with her other releases, right? Like, she's a very prolific person.
Now I don't wanna be the one to doctor this, but if you can't feel pain, then you can't feel the opposite. The fight between the yin and yang's a fight you'll never win. I study humans, that makes me an anthropologist. I'm not into politics, but I know it's dark times. Parts of the world still living in apartheid. But if I don't take this winner's flight, that's career suicide. Though I should have been a friend when your grandma died. I see the illness, see my aunt laying in her bed. I see her soul rising as her body gets closer to death.
And that was just the first verse of this entire project, which is nuts to me. And there was so much just within that. Yeah, this is massive. This is massive. This song alone is... It's kind of talking about, like, her introversion, right? And that kind of being her power, it seems. While the world is falling apart, there are so many bad things happening within the world with politics and everything like that. People dying, doctors not... It's the world's going to crap. So we got Cleo Sol, who is a common collaborator with Little Simz. Check out the song Selfish. Beautiful, beautiful. A great mood. And I've digged into her own work as well, and it's good. It's good stuff. I like her a lot. So to see her on this is pretty exciting.
wounds and I'm not trying to be healed. I sabotage what you're trying to build, cause the feelings I keep aside, but it's time to reveal.
Right.
I hate the thought of just being a burden. I hate that these conversations are surfaced. Sim's an artist or Sim be the person. To you I'm smiling, but really I'm hurting. I dedicate my life and gave my heart over 20-something years, left wondering how I even feel, but was it even worth it?
God, and she's extremely relatable too, because you definitely recognize with her that she is a person as well. I mean, with every artist, it's the same thing. Like, they're people, right? But I don't know. I feel like it's sometimes with people, I feel like you forget that, like, they're actual people. Given the lines, I hate the thought of just being a burden. I hate that these conversations are surfaced. Sim's the artist or Simbi the person. Simbi is her actual name, if I'm correct. But yeah, like, people only see her on a certain level because, like, they don't know her. They don't know her as a person.
I bottle up and let's spill it in verses. One day I'm wordless, next day I'm a wordsmith. Close to success, but to happiness I'm the furthest. At night I wonder if my tears will dry on their own. Hoping I will fulfill Amy's purpose. Angel said don't let ego be a disturbance. In the demon said motherfucker you earn this. Like they strip you of everything you're deserving.
That's amazing. I have to take this off, I'm so hot. This is turning into kind of an uplifting thing. It feels freeing in a sense. It's like in the middle of, like, realizing this, you know, don't let your ego be a disturbance. Inner demon said, motherfucker, you earned this. And she did. She is proving to be one of my favorite artists, without a doubt, and I think one of the best artists that's out right now.
Realize there is a prison and ours be a condition that's fucked. Man, it's like they can't sleep till our spirit is crushed. How much fighting must we do? We've been fearless enough. All we've seen is broken homes here in poverty. Corrupt government officials, lies and atrocities. How they talking almost threatening the economy. Knocking down communities to re-up on properties. I'm directly affected, it does more than just bother me. Look beyond the surface.
So we're talking about people kind of taking away communities from people, basically, to re-up on properties. A lot of interesting things being said, I suppose, and it's real. Like, these are real things that are happening, and it's interesting because it comes at it with, like, a community perspective, and then it gets even smaller to it affecting Little Simz.
Don't just see what you wanna see. My speech ain't involuntary, projecting attention straight from my lungs. I'm a black woman and I'm a proud one. We walk in blind faith, not knowing the outcome, but as long as we're unified, then we've already won.
Yeah, she's meant for greater things. I think she will inspire a lot of people. This is amazing. This is incredible. It's still the first song. Soul. She sounds heavenly. She sounds heavenly. I don't know, I just like her a lot. I think she works really well with Little Simz, and it seems to fit in her songs super well. So, I just came from listening to Donda for the first time by Kanye West. And that was an album with a lot of space at the end of the songs, but not in a good way. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was really dense. So hearing this, and it feels like the instrumentation actually has a purpose. So it's really nice in a way. It's really relieving. I'm not dissing Donda, but I think there are some interesting choices made.
So it begins. The bass is an amalgamation of everything. Rules are not to be played by rebels. The story of never ending.
Who's this? Emma Corrin. I'm not familiar with who this is an English actress who is best known for portraying the late Diana, Princess of Wales. The Crown. Oh. Interesting.
Your introversion led you here. Intuition protected you along the way. Feelings allowed you to be well balanced. And perspective gave you foresight. The top of the mountain is nothing without the climb. Only the strong will survive. Only the strong.
That's interesting. I think introversion definitely does have its pluses. And I think it makes sense, you know. You are basically building yourself. It's good for self-improvement. You feel comfortable with yourself. I know that it also has its downsides as well. So it doesn't make you a perfect person, but with introversion comes things like this album, which is called Sometimes I Might Be Introvert.
Not lonely, your truth unveiled with time. As you embark on a journey of what it takes to be a woman.
Wow. And with that, that's like the perfect transition into number 2, woman.
Naija women got the melanin dripping. L-O-N-D-O-N, city girl living in the back, looking like fire chili pepper. Yoruba girl tougher than imperial leather. He was.
What a mood shift. What a mood shift. This is interesting. I like it. It's very, I feel like I need to be dressed better, and I feel like I need wine or something like that. But I also like her attitude coming into this as well. It feels, I don't know, just very on top, I suppose.
Getting bitter while she was getting better. Diamonds are forever. Miss Sierra Leone looking like a gem. Works hard in the week, party on the weekend. Know you wanna live with no one watching how you spend. Got a thing for the finer things and the finer men. Miss Tanzania, she a do or die. Says she wanna know more about the Sukuma tribe. We hit the zoo, once wasn't enough. Got an ocean full of knowledge, you could scuba dive. Miss.
The thing is, I'm already losing my mind. And we're not even halfway through the second song. I love Little Simz. I love her so much. She's incredible.
Ethiopia can play so jazzy. They sit you down to school, you want Selassie. Tell them you're nothing without a woman. No, woman to woman, I just wanna see you glow. Tell them what's up.
We got Cleo Soul. She was in the last one, right? I love Cleo Soul. I already said that. I'm just surprised to hear her in this too.
Bayesian honeys, know you repping for your country. Sun kissing your brown skin, looking like money. Says she focusing on being an accountant. When you have beauty and brains, they find it astounding. Why? She been getting it on her own, nigga. Self-made, ain't nobody doing gold digger. Now
I like this. I think acting as like an empowerment song for women, right? You know, because we're talking about, what'd she just say? When you have beauty and brains, they find it astounding. Why? She been getting it on her own. Like big corporations or something like that, seeing women as basically like an object, like looking at the beauty before the brain.
Now, Miss India always speaks with her chest. Got respect from her people cause she leads them the best. Real life queen in the flesh. Know the crown get heavy, still the bees on your head. Brooklyn ladies, know you hustle on the daily. Innovative just like Donna Summer in the 80s. Your time is seeing you glow now. Intelligence and elegance, show 'em how. Miss Jamaica understand food for the soul. She get up in the kitchen, no she throw down. Ain't nothing without a woman, no. Woman to woman, I just wanna see you glow. Tell 'em what's up.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's such a mood. It's such a mood too. I like it a lot. You know, you don't hear this often. Or if you do, it's probably not done as good as this, as convincing, and actually has a message behind it as well.
So ahead of time, and you know that you're fine. You're so damn fine, girl.
I really hope that she gets... Here's the thing. I hope that she gets nominated for everything. I hope she gets nominated for everything. Any award that's ever existed for music, she deserves it, basically. I just...
Legend.
She a gonna girl, calm with it, never let the marijuana fail. Though a sucker for the romance, take you to the homeland. One way, she ain't coming back, nah. All I see is black stars and I friggin' love it, yeah, yeah. Time's up, tell the people that we coming, yeah, yeah. Done being in the shadow, going public, yeah, yeah. Don't know how to bear it, how to stomach, yeah, yeah. Hand over the shit and let us run it, yeah, yeah. All we know is looking clueless, all they know is stare, stare.
God, she really knows how to flow. Yeah, she knows how to work on a beat just like flawlessly. I don't see like any hiccups in her music like ever. Not that I'm looking for that, but sometimes you notice it here and there. Yeah.
Ain't nothing without a woman, no. Woman to woman, I just wanna see you glow, glow, glow. I love how you glow from 0 to 100 and leave the dust behind. You've got this and lead them with your light. Woman to woman, I just wanna see you glow. Tell them what's up.
Yeah, I mean, Cleo Soul and Little Simz are just a frickin' pair. I don't know if she was credited on Introvert, but I'm curious to see if she's on the rest of this album. No, she wasn't credited on Introvert, but she was in there, so there's hope that she's on, like, this whole thing, maybe.
You know, Cindy, sometimes, you know, I just look around and I just think of all the things we've gone through, all the great things in life, and all the horrible things that are just the other half of the great things in life. And how you don't really get greatness without sacrifice. You don't get good things without a little bit of pain.
Is that her mom? Sometimes that's interesting. I feel like that's the first time we've heard like a snippet of somebody that knows Little Simz in her music. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's the first time that I've heard something like that from her.
And how happiness is the substitute for the emptiness that you can sometimes feel on the other side. And it just reminds me to call you, but then you never pick up the phone.
That's really funny. I like that. I like that a lot. I wasn't expecting that. We're on to number 3, Two Worlds Apart.
See the confidence, believe me, I am wavy. I need something deeper, money does not stimulate me. Whether you got mansions or got diamonds in your AP. Drama, 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 drama. Please don't tell my mama I've been smoking marijuana. Top pina coladas getting loose in the Bahamas.
My God, it's amazing how much she has so much variety. She has so much variety within her music. She can have really crazy concentrated flows or have really kind of strange wavy. Wavy is the perfect example of what this sounds like. No, you see no confidence. Believe me, I'm wavy. That's what this is. But she can find a lot of different kind of avenues to go down, and this is one of them.
Look at me now, I got a bitch, her name is Karma. I was moving wild, but now I'm calmer. We was on the front line listening to Kendrick Lamar. Still the same now, we just blow that yaya on our charters. 24s to Aussie just to hang with some koalas.
Kendrick Lamar knows who she is, right? He has to know. There's no way he can't know, because I don't know. I just feel like they need to know who each other are. They just need to know.
Living in the present, still my future looking sweet. Jodeci and cherry wine, sipping on that Arrows Creek. Please let go of all your troubles whenever you're here with me. And patience, 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 patience. London born and stay girl to international sensation. Cutting through your settings, do not need an invitation.
I like how light sounding her voice is on this song specifically. I don't know if I've heard it quite that light, a little bit seductive, wavy of course, but almost like a cloud in a sense. I don't know. It's very, I love it.
Basking in this feeling, if I must say it's amazing, I'm amazing. Our two worlds and our two worlds and our two worlds and our two worlds and bougie, 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 bougie. You made her your everything, but she was just a groupie. I got higher standards, don't waste time trying to pursue me.
Bougie, 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 bougie. I love the way that she said that. Holy crap. And she has lyrics too. It's hard to sometimes read them as it happens because it's so fast, and I'm grooving out. How could you not?
You would trade intellect for an artificial booty. That's goofy. Goofy. Tanisha held you down, but you want Lucy. Now she kicking up a fuss like Bruce Lee. Okay, if you love me, baby, why'd you want to lose me? You use me, confuse me, accuse me. It's truly a movie.
That was interesting. It's almost like the track kind of slowed down in a sense to put focus on that line. You use me, confuse me, accuse me. It's truly a movie. Okay, if you love me, baby, why'd you want to lose me? Like, there's some deeper stuff definitely being said. It's just hard to kind of see it as the music happens. But it seems like a relationship, some sort of relationship, and being torn apart.
Covered with silver linings, it took time just to learn about timing. I got lost in it, you got lost in it. You clocked out me while I stayed bossing it. What it cost to be this damn hot with it. Who knew love would be so damn toxic? I'm intoxicated, exhilarated. Finally moved on, how devastated for you. Got my groove on, meditating too, creating, making innovative moves. Listen up, honey. Never had a penny, now I'm on artist/actor money. Yeah.
So basically, yeah, I was right in that, like, we're talking about a relationship that was toxic, but now she's grooving, she's meditating, she's creating, she's making innovative moves. She's in TV shows, Top Boy? Crap, I forget the name. I watched it, though. I watched some of it, and I saw Little Simz in it, and she's fantastic. She's fantastic, and it's so exciting to see that she is kind of expanding. She's kind of doing a lot of stuff, which is great.
And I love you.
That's crazy. That's like the kind of Hey Ya Outcast effect, where the song sounds super bright and super cool and super groovy and stuff, but the lyrics are a lot more depressive, you know, because we're obviously talking about two people separating or, you know, growing apart, two worlds apart. They don't understand each other, and, you know, just the fallout from that. But it didn't sound like that. It didn't sound like that to me at all. I love that track. We're on to number 4. I Love You, I Hate You. Or wait, number 3? Number 4.
So much, I would give my life for this. If the bullet was the beat, I would probably die for this. How many times did I cry for this? I would hate myself if I didn't at least try for this. What's
that bass line, though? Anytime there's bass in a song, I lose my gosh dang mind. Which is funny because I know that probably later on in the album, we're probably going to get some more bass, and I'm going to love it. It's so groovy. I like the beats, though. I think they're very well crafted, well chosen, specifically for Little Simz, and it works so freaking well.
That stake is bigger than me. Blood, tears, how it stains, can't rid it with ease. What we have in common is our pain. We're given the keys to unlock what it takes to fight for what we believe in. Hard to confront the truth of what you see in the mirror. Some people you inspire and others you trigger. Fighting in blind faith, led by the internal voice. You might not want to do it, but you don't have a choice.
Interesting. So we got some interesting things going on. So it's I think it's a little bit of a self-reflection, right? You see yourself in the mirror. Some people you inspire and others you trigger. That's unfortunately bound to happen. I mean, just take like my YouTube channel, for example. Like, I'm probably going to make people mad at some point if I already haven't or have. It just happens, you know, unless it's a super bad thing. I just know, like, crap happens, right?
Will the pressure take me to new heights or be my demise? Will my intentions coincide with what I advise? The people looking up to me doing everything right, but who am I to tell anyone how to live their life? Your pain threshold will determine if you survive. I'm amazed by it, lying to myself, pretending I was never faced by it. Maybe cause you're in my DNA, that's why.
Interesting. So we're getting something more familial. Who's this directed at? Do we know yet? I don't think we know yet. Interesting.
Sometimes, always, but right now. You made a promise to God to be there for your kids. You made a promise to give them a life you didn't live. My ego won't fully allow me to say that I miss you.
So not a sibling, it's a parent, definitely. You made a promise to God to be there for your kids. You made a promise to give them life you didn't live. Oh shoot, we're talking about the dad.
A woman who hasn't confronted all her daddy issues. The day will come when you gotta find all the answers to your sins. Pressures of provider, feeling unhappy within. Or what kind of external family shit up on your plate. But I understand wanting and needing an escape. Too much unsaid, now the silence giving me headaches. Only through speech can we let go of all this dead weight.
This is dense. I mean, this is going deep into some really tough stuff. Some really tough. Like, we're talking about, like, the absence of a father and what that kind of does to a person. This is crazy.
Even though I'm angry, don't wanna be disrespectful. Trying to figure out how to approach this in the best way. Hard to not carry these feelings even on my best days. Never thought my parent would give me my first heartbreak. Anxiety giving me irregular heart rate. Used to avoid getting into how I really feel about this. Now I see how fickle life can be, and so it can't wait. Should have been the person there to hold me on my dark days. It's easier to stargaze. I wish than be faced with this reality. Is you a sperm donor or a dad to me, and still
Crap. That's... Holy crap. This is so revealing. And this is so intimate, too. Because it's so personal, and so personal that she, like, even put this out there and talked about this. I'm lost for words.
always, but right now, always.
I love the kind of juxtaposition that's going on of love and hate. I think that's really smart. Because that is how it is with family, right? You will always love them, but, like, sometimes you just do not get along at all. And I also know that everybody's not lucky sometimes, so maybe the love isn't necessarily there.
On this mission you live and learn. The world don't show you no mercy from birth. How do you humanize your hero? Round here you're only respected if earned. Half-hearted sorries can't let your guard down. To get to Nirvana, where do you start out? Angry cause they don't meet your unrealistic standards. Then you realize that they're human and you calm down. Sometimes I'm unbalanced and I think, raw, why am I losing my steps? Lately I'm paranoid, I feel my life is a mess. I'm just using...
This album will need repeated listens. It's deep. It's deep. Much to the same effect Gray Area was, but this is... it's heavy. It's heavy with lyrics. It's big. And it's impactful.
My boys hope it will have an effect. He was just once a boy, often I seem to forget. Looking at Polaroids, a picture secretly kept. You know what was destroyed, but you don't know what was left. Trying to phase out the noise of all you hear in your head. Everything is a choice and anything can be said. Is you missing the point? Are you just hearing me vent? Or is you in understanding, knowing my words will connect? I keep you in my prayers, cause life is short as we know. Every mistake you make should contribute to your growth. What you choose to avoid will probably come in your dreams. I'm not forgiven for you, man, I'm forgiven for me, and sometimes
this is nuts. This is nuts. It's crazy how she can really make such a huge impact in a single song. And she's done that with, like, all of these. All of these. That's insane.
Sometimes, always.
That was incredible. That was incredible. That was one of... Well, I can't even say that. I can't even say that. I was going to say that was one of the most in-depth Little Simz songs, but I don't even know if that's true because a lot of her songs are like that. Shoot. We're on to number 5, Little Q Part 1. Interesting transition. I have no idea what to expect with this album. It, in a sense, feels a lot brighter than Gray Area. And I mean, just like, if you can see the album cover compared to Gray Area, it's night and day. This has so much more personality. Not that I'm trying to say that Gray Area was like, it's sad. It's sad. There's a lot of things that happen in that album, but this looks bright. This looks hopeful. It looks gorgeous. It's I don't know.
I know we ain't spoken in a while, and it seems like I only come when I need something. It ain't been an easy road, and I ain't angry the card you dealt me. I just pray that you make it all make sense one day, and let me feel like it was all worth it. Till then, strengthen me when I feel weak. Guide me when I gone astray.
I like this. Usually interludes are... I don't know. Interludes are kind of whatever they're meant to be. But this is cool. This is cool. I like this. I like this a lot. It's very calming, and I don't know. I like his voice. I like his voice too.
And forgive me for my iniquities. Q.
Huh. Okay, and then we'll go straight into Little Q Part 2.
Up in the south side of that River Thames. Hard to think outside the box when you're stuck in the ends. I had dreams of many things as a youngin'. I was 14 when the streets offered tough loving. Older brother went to jail, daddy weren't around. No.
Oh shoot, okay. So we're going into even more depth about her life. Interesting. I haven't really read the lyrics of a lot of Little Simz songs, except for like Gray Area, obviously. I think you need to kind of pay attention when Little Simz is speaking. It's really important, and what she says, it seems smart. It seems intelligent. It is intelligent, right?
Choice now but to be the man of the house. If you're talking role models, nowhere to be seen. You can't fathom what I think till you been where I've been. PTSD from the roads, trouble was everywhere that I looked. Hard to avoid it even if I just kept my head in my books. There ain't no easy way out, drowning eternally when you're stuck in the ocean of doubt with all this uncertainty. Live being angry my whole life like it's part of my DNA. I couldn't tell you why it became something that we embraced, and we take that same anger and turn it into someone else's pain. Nothing's changed here, the cycle still remains.
That's rough. That's rough. If, you know, I don't think anger is, like, familial, right? That's not something that can, like, be passed down. But I suppose if you grew up in that environment, it would, in turn, make you an angry person, too. I don't really know how that works exactly, but it seems to be something that we're discussing here, right?
When I had a brief encounter with death, all the pearly gates open when that knife was in my chest. Not the mental scars, the physical's all you see, but...
Excuse me? She got stabbed in the chest? No. Is this more in like a metaphorical level, or did she legit get stabbed in the chest?
The boy that stabbed me is just as damaged as me. I could have been the reflection that he hated. The part of
Okay, she didn't actually get stabbed in the chest.
him he wishes God didn't waste time creating the broken homes in which we're coming from, but who's to blame when you're dealt the same cards from the system you're enslaved in? It's fucking mayhem. Imagine being in the hospital wired up to the machines. They told me I had been in the coma for 2 weeks. But time is an illusion. My mind told me I'm invincible, but my body reminded me I'm human. When
There's so many quotables from this album. But time is an illusion. My mind told me I'm invincible, but my body reminded me I'm human. Like, things like that should just be plastered anywhere. I think earlier in Introvert, she said that she was a wordsmith. Or was that something else? That was a different song. But I know for sure she said she was a wordsmith, and that's very clear.
So close to the heavens, God shows you who's there. Nowhere to be seen are the people who say they care. This must have been written for people who came to read it, cause life gave me a second chance and many never see it. Q. We eat from a tree full of forbidden fruit.
So who's Little Q? Am I stupid? I would like to know that, actually, but I might just not be seeing that, but I'd be curious.
Not about what you see, but what lives in the room. We eat from a tree full of forbidden fruit. We all know real criminals live in the suit. Like the sun in the sky, spread your wings wide. We're going high. We all know real criminals live in the suit. Like the sun in the sky, spread your wings wide.
Yeah, it's crazy that we're talking about such rough subjects and then just hear this, which sounds bright and hopeful. But I think a lot of this feeling from this album is hopeful. It is hopeful. It's reflection and also learning from that as well. Yeah, this is a beautiful album so far. If I think about, when I re-listen to this, are there going to be any skips? It doesn't really feel like it. It feels like one of those albums where you just listen to it all the way through, and then you get blown away. We're on to number 7, Gems Interlude. sounds beautiful. This it sounds magical. It almost sounds like it should belong in like a Disney movie or something like that. This is just pleasant. This is just pleasant. Even the interludes sound amazing. Like, I find it hard to listen to an interlude after I've initially heard it, but I feel like I would re-listen to this all the time.
Take your time. Inhale, exhale, breathe. Do you want 15 years or 15 minutes? Do not tire yourself out. 1 foot out of line and you'll be ridiculed.
I'm trying to live up to the expectations, putting everything I can into what I create.
Oh, interesting. So is this kind of like an inner monologue, I suppose, or like a guide or something like that, because, you know, saying, do you want 15 years or 15 minutes of fame versus 15 years of fame? Don't tire yourself out, 1 foot out of line. And then we have Simz kind of responding to that, right? Interesting way of putting an interlude in there, huh?
I'm trying to be the best version of myself. I'm trying to be the greatest version of myself. I know I've got a lot to learn and I can be stuck in my ways, yes. But honestly, more time I feel like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place.
But understand, you're human. Be proud. Your light will shine in the darkest hour. Pressure makes diamonds. Do not fold. They won't silence you, but they'll try to.
This is super uplifting. I bet Little Simz listens to this all the time to just, like, reassure herself. I mean, that's probably why she made it, right? Like, she's got to pump herself up. And this is even inspiring to me. This is really cool to kind of hear that dialogue. And to hear Little Simz's perspective on it, too. It's very interesting.
So follow your heart. It'll guide you.
Yeah, I don't think I ever would have expected this on her album. I don't know what to expect on this album at all. But this is like a diamond in the rough, and it's just an interlude. What's called Gems. It's called Gems. I guess that makes sense. I don't know what to expect. This song in itself is such a journey, and I love it. Is that transitioning into the next song? It better. We're on to number 8, Speed.
Niggas wanna put me in a box. Niggas think they're coming from a sport. I could buy your life with no excuses if I had a penny for all the rappers that on someone that isn't being the truest. Figured I'd just leave you niggas to it, but watch how you step. Promise you don't wanna see me lose it. No, no. Niggas know I got the shit on lock. Niggas think they're coming from a sport.
This is perfect. This is perfect. This is Little Simz stunting on everybody else, right? Basically saying that she's the best, and she is. She is. She is, without a doubt. Put her up against anybody. Go ahead. Do it. Sure. Yeah, she deserves to have this on the album.
Don't you know you're dealing with a boss? I'll make winners out of any loss. I think I do just what I please. I'm already a legend, you should humble your speech. Age 101, disturbing the peace. I think I'm Kanye West, I see the blood on the leaves. Motherfuckers ain't ready for my steez. Motherfuckers monitoring my speed. I'm running with ease, I mean. Catch up if you please, I got 'em singing.
I think it's funny that she mentioned Kanye West, given, you know, that I just came from Donda, and it's crazy. It's crazy coming from that, because, I mean, the difference is just night and day. It's just two completely different sounds. I'm not saying that one is better than the other. Definitely not saying that. And I love the beat choice too. I love the beat choice too, because to me, it's not a typical choice for just stunting on people, but it is for Little Simz, and it makes so much gosh dang sounds. So much goddamn sounds. It seems kind of old school. It's got a kind of an old school vibe to it, I think.
Influential as fuck, I shouldn't keep my skin. All this ink in my pen is what led me to win. Do my thing then I dust, I don't linger for fun. Oh, you wish you could come, wanna be my plus one. Give a fuck about your style, or the latest of trends. If you knew what it took, just to get out the ends. Wanna stay where I stay, no you only surrender. Still running with ease, marathon not sprint, nigga. You could tell I'm really going at it. They know when I drop it's problematic. Keep it on the move, I'm never static. I'll go in the booth and show you magic. Got a hard drive full of classics.
Yeah, and Drake dropped the same day that Little Simz did. I looked for it and I couldn't even find it on Spotify, so I decided to do this first. So here we are. So she said, they know when I drop it's problematic. Yeah. But unfortunately, I don't think Little Simz will do like the same numbers that Drake will, just because, I mean, Drake is huge. Drake is huge, and unfortunately Little Simz isn't. But she probably still makes people nervous, because her work is way better than anybody that's dropping. It's better than Drake. It's better than Drake. 100-fold it is better than Drake. I can already say that. Not too harsh on Drake's vibe, but it's Little Simz.
I keep that shit locked up in the eye. If I bring them out, it's a wrap though. I'm not sure if these niggas can hack it. Still running with ease, marathon not sprint.
Yeah, that was hard. And I love that. I love that for her. We're on to number 9, Standing Ovation.
Why the desperate need for an applause? I'll wait. Is she the goal here? Well, it's safe to assume everybody panic when I step in the room, and I can feel that shit a mile off. Niggas is rapping about pieces. People are really dying. Is that what's needed?
I like how confident she is. It suits her. It suits her really well. I just don't want her to get carried away with it. That's all.
I can't save your soul, you need Jesus. Tell me please, why the desperate need to be remembered? Everybody knowing what you've done, how far you've come. I'm guilty, it's a little self-centered. People change when it's about personal gain. I stay in my lane cause I'm not done with these checks. Give me what I deserve and do not speak on the rest. Don't know what has occurred and do not aimlessly guess. It's a gift and a curse to be this pretty and blessed.
God dang, she is really stunting. She, I feel like she's grown into a peacock a bit, and she is just letting her feathers fly. And I think that the album cover, it expresses that perfectly to me. Like, she's got, like, just go look at the album cover. I've already mentioned it because it's so brilliant.
So blessed. Used to plug that 20-pound mic into the back of the mat. Just so you can hear my voice. Always knew this was my calling, but I'm here by choice and things change. Shit been dark for a minute time. Delirious, it's hard to function on this winter's time. Mouths to feed, my nigga. Scripts to read, my nigga. Double life living overseas, my nigga. Shit, left home for it. Jasmine just had a daughter, man, she's so gorgeous. Told me life is giving life and I'm so for it. Maybe.
Right, and so we're now talking about her filming the TV show, you know, scripts to read, and she's living a double life. You know, she has music, and then she's also like playing her character, right? Living a double life. That's awesome.
One day, nothing's more important than families where the love stays. Dealing with society's pressures is one thing, let alone all the problems that funds bring, but no stress. Understand it comes with the process. I follow my intuition cause it knows best. I'm so used to getting it on my own, yes. I know my people wanna see me win. I'll never let you down. Standing ovation for the one who's wearing the crown. I got royalty in my blood, I was born great. Don't allow anyone to undermine your fate.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. This is such a good look on her. This is such a good look on her. This album is fantastic, and it's everything that I could have hoped for in a Little Simz album. I'm so happy for her.
You've awakened the fearless. High beams and lucid dreams. But don't be so obsessed with me, you think you know what's best for me. Take my energy, come to find there's nothing left of me. Went from being small town to becoming my own entity. Went from being broke as fuck and trying to find identity to buying the finer things and isolating memories. What is it I'm meant to be?
You're meant to be huge. You're meant to be big. And you probably know that. You probably know that. And yes, I'm talking directly to you, Little Simz. Freaking great. You're meant to be everything you're meant to be.
I think I need a standing ovation. Over 10 years in the game, I'm impatient. God has always told me to be myself. Let go and free yourself. Tell the truth and shame Satan. Now I gotta pave the way for the next generation that's coming up under me, and I love to see it. Thought I was bluffing, didn't see it coming. Hold up, think this is cold, you ain't seen nothing. The glow up, all they discussing, but I won't let it distract me. Load the pen up, pocket back and get to busting. Standing up to who I made the scene lie down. Get it high, live it how it be's right now. I got another 20 in the shit I'm cemented. Take over businesses, tell the kids start investing.
She's blowing up. She's blowing up. It's was this after Speed? Interesting. I think that's a really good transition, Speed into this, because this is a little bit more defined than Speed was, but Speed was basically saying that, hey, I'm really good at doing what I'm doing, and then this is, hey, I'm really good at doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to be continuing doing that for a while. This isn't even the start.
We built the pyramids, can't you see what we are blessed with? From the hieroglyphics to the hood lyricists, the priests, the imams, the good books you live with, the Rumi quotes, the elder sisters, the tribal mantras, the jazz players, holistic doctors, spiritual teachers, doers and the doulas, the protectors and the rulers, the kids of the future, the immortal soldiers and the fearless protesters, the motivational speakers and the honest black leaders, the divine healers, the everyday low-paid believers, the overachievers in the shadow of the gatekeepers, came down to teach us.
There's so much to process with a Little Simz album, and I love that. I love that so much. That's why she has the best albums of the year, and I'm already saying that it's the best album of the year. Maybe. I don't know. Yes, she does.
All these trophies in the crib, got 'em sitting nice. After all the hard work that we put inside, everybody claim to be boss, but I'm a different kind.
Incredible work. We are on to number 10, I See You.
Would you take me as I am? Overlook all my mistakes. Don't correct me when I'm wrong. Humble me, put me in my place. Would you be the one I come to when I'm needing an escape? Still be my biggest fan if I cancelled all my dates. I got shit I haven't dealt with. Would you help me through my pain? If it's any reassurance, just know I would do the same.
I like the softer side of her. It's interesting because I don't know how much I've actually heard her be this soft before. Vocal tone at least, you know. I'm not saying that, like, well, she's also being vulnerable as well, right? But it's soft. I like it.
Looking at you, I know that God took his time. Hope I'm seeing the real you, not a disguise. Know I like my time alone, but still don't wanna be lonely. Whisper in my ear and tell me you won't leave. Time flies, can't tell you how much we spent, cause I'm present in this moment, hope this feeling never ends.
Wake up. Cause in this dream I'll never be alone.
That sounds sad. So are we talking about in a dream? Or are we talking about in real life?
You saved my life. I'm hoping that I never wake up. Something so special we can let it go. With you I'll never be alone.
And good for her though. It seems that, yeah, she has found someone, right? You found somebody that gives her butterflies and can hopefully treat her well.
I'm hoping that I'll never wake up.
Never thought you'd be so special in my life. This is love built over time, this weren't love at first sight. I'm planning for my future, I've been keeping you in mind. If we ever grow apart, hope our stars will realign. You know where you come from, you ain't forgotten. It's an honor to witness and watch you blossom. You want words of affirmation and I got them for you. No situation is...
So she even knows that they want words of affirmation. A love language, right? Like, so they know their love language. That's amazing.
perfect, but giving up without trying is what we're not gonna do. I'm speaking your love language, reading body language. Our connection requires a deeper understanding. Communication isn't always verbal, but energy transferred is universal.
That's so true. That's so true. I love what she's saying right now. I love what she's saying. That communication isn't always verbal. I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that. You know, if you're, let's say you're occupying the same space with a person, but you're not necessarily talking, you can still feel the energy in the room and the comfortability of being with that person, you know? That doesn't mean things necessarily have to be said, but can be expressed through your body or just natural vibes. I don't know.
They talk about we put it into practice, center each other, making sure nothing here can knock us off our axis. That's real companionship. You as sweet as molasses, intelligence that's matched with beauty in all its facets. Here to see us going forwards and never backwards. Anyone that's in our presence sees the clear attraction. Past situations didn't work and someone done the hard graft just for you to reap the benefits, but that's what happens. My God, been looking divine lately, hydrated, melanated. Don't like the fuss, but this deserves to be celebrated. There's a certain flex that comes with feeling exhilarated. Ain't it just the best owning it, knowing
Hoping
you've
that I
elevated?
never wake up.
This is really nice. This album so far has been amazing, and especially coming from Gray Area, this is what you want to see in an artist. It's growth, but it's not only growth as an artist, it's growth as a person, and we're seeing that a lot. It's like magnified. It's crazy.
As in this dream, I'll never be alone. You saved my life. I'm hoping that I'll never wake up. Something so special, we can let it go. With you, I'll never be alone. I'm hoping that I'll never wake up. As in this dream, I'll never be alone. You saved my life.
So far, each and every song has had its like own mood, and I was talking about her having variety, and this is so. I could just not express enough how much I love Little Simz, and like. This album is why. This album is a perfect example of why.
I'm hoping that I never wake up. Something so special, we can let it go. With you, I'll never be alone. I'm hoping that I never wake up.
And I really like the choruses in her songs too. I know that she doesn't sing. I think she's done it in the past and has kind of stepped off of it, which is understandable. I get that. But I do like a lot of the choices she makes in her music, and I think it all works. We're on to number 11, The Rapper That Came to Tea.
Oh, hello. You're early. We weren't expecting you today, but since you're here, please, sit. Would you like a cup of tea? There you go. Now, we'll be a full house today, and many are unaware that you're joining. Not to be alarmed. I'm sure it will be fine. However, the extroverts like to be entertained, and I was told you don't talk much.
That's funny. I like that. There's good. I feel like there's little bits of humor like that throughout this album. You know, it's not all dark. A lot of it is really bright too, right? But there are some really dark moments. But stuff like that, it's really enjoyable.
If I may, what's a girl like you want in a place like this? You see, I've seen many come and go in my lifetime. Those that last have given up, made sacrifices to be here. Do you have the willingness to do the same?
Interesting.
Better yet, what's the price that's worth your freedom?
It's almost like we're talking about other role models, other artists, like female artists that have, you know, gotten to this point. And they're talking about kind of giving up parts of your freedom, right, to get there. That's understandable.
Food for thought, dear. Take it as you wish. The bravest of hearts can sometimes be the loneliest of souls. And pride comes with pain, so to be proud is a losing game. Are you the...
I do like all the kind of like motifs that are running through this so far about being introverted. I think that's very smart, and it's sprinkled throughout here. Interesting.
type to run or dance in the rain? Your mind is the most powerful tool. Never look back. Your destiny awaits.
You can't tell me that this doesn't sound like Disney. Right? This sounds like something that should be in a Disney movie. This album is a freaking treat. This is brilliant. This is so much fun. And fun might be the wrong word because we are talking about some very serious things and there's a lot of depth throughout this. But I mean fun in the sense of new music and hearing Little Simz grow. Like, that's awesome. Okay, we are on to number 12, Rolling Stone.
I was in Sao Paulo eating palm heart and I couldn't believe my surroundings. Sure, I got the ends of me listening to Hetty getting gassed in the mountains. No time for the first strap, nigga, I'm quenched. I drink from a different fountain. Hard food when I serve that. All these little fish get fried and your gam get pounded. Might be a brat for a bit. Fuck your blunt, man, I want my spliffs. Want my farm and I want my chicks. Want my suit tailored by Gucci. First class distribute y'all for the sushi. Give me my...
I didn't expect this. I keep on saying that on this album, but I didn't expect this. I didn't expect kind of like another song of her basically just showing up and showing off. She's the best. She's the freaking best.
My checks and give me my plaques. Want breakdowns and I want my stats. Pronto. Yeah, good flow. Make you wanna dance all day like Alfonso. Wanna talk about peas, wanna talk about wage, but can you do the job though? I can't vouch for a man that ain't got a talent and business combo. It's all a sport, flow and archery, don't get hit with the crossbow. Stay to myself, been true to the core. I was always the illest, there's never been no cure.
Yeah, she is absolutely the illest. Nobody does it better than her. This feels really good. This feels really good. When other rappers try and do this, it is not this successful. I will tell you that, and it's not done like this. It is not done like this.
Calling shots like a calling favors, facts. My niggas got me if I ever need that. Still there's things I'm faced with, storms ain't lying, man, it's fools audacious. Might demonstrate frustration, trying to keep cool, but I'm losing patience. No cap, we hate snakes and we hate rats.
Awesome shout out to Stormzy, who had a brilliant album. I'm forgetting the name of the album, but it's his most recent release. It was huge. It was really impactful too for a lot of UK people. I know that. Really good music.
You can have opinions, just don't mislead the youth in your raps.
I like that.
Mommy handled business, Papa was a rolling stone. I'm a mix of both, there ain't no bitch boy in my bones. Fucking up.
Yeah, she's tough. Just sum it up. She's tough.
This though, let's say it's pizza. You can't get in Italia. Fashion week can't shut down Milan down to Rome. Looking like the future got you fearing the unknown. I got stories regarding your bitch I won't disclose. Picture perfect, nothing picture perfect, here I know. All illusion while the world confusing, I don't know. You can't diss me, free time, pull up behind, never see I.
I'm gonna say it again. I didn't expect this. I love that kind of shift in the halfway point of that song. It's brilliant. It's really smart, and it's effective. She sounds tough.
I'm probably the reason why your boss is had to resign.
Yeah.
Niggas follow my step, read about me like I'm Eli. I just book a flight only to land and have some me time.
Yeah.
Let me be on. Taking time at home, I spot, go through your time now.
This, it's so well done. The words she chooses is so specific. It's so smart. It's not something that's so simple and, you know, just so stupid. I think that, I don't know. I'd be afraid of her. If I was any other rapper.
Pull up at your spot, they're throwing roses at my feet. Yeah, fuck you mean. In the presence of a queen, bad bitch. Say that she wanna know what's underneath. I could show you things in private. No, I hate to cause a scene. Yeah, range black just to match the color of my skin. Last year, pen was crazy. This year, tougher with the ink. Yeah, now the people miss me. They like, where the fuck you been? Yeah, counted all my losses, manifested all my wins. Yeah, can't believe the Simbi here, that's had you listening. Wow, fuck that bitch for now, you didn't know she had a twin. Yeah.
She's flowing so hard, and I don't think I've ever really heard her this like dominant before, because this is dominant. Maybe Dead Bodies actually, or Venom. Okay, you know what? She's been dominant before.
Been in my zone, moving low key in Berlin. You can get the smoke, nigga, that's this kind of problem. Where do I begin? You might just find out. We'll soon go through your time now.
Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone.
I actually wanted to point out the line, last year pen was crazy, this year tougher with the ink, meaning that she's going into even more depth, and it's gonna be even more nuts. Like, if you thought last year was good, check out this year, and that's definitely true. These are some meaty songs that are, I feel like, could cause a lot of discussion and really empower people. We're on to number 13, Protect My Energy. I feel like this is another case of the song sounding like really upbeat and really funky and kind of groovy, right? But the lyrics don't reflect that. They don't reflect that at all. lyrics are kind of dark. They're kind of dark. So, let me see. I'm so guarded, heart is like a stone, protecting what's into me. I hate to be controlled. Think of what you say to me. Total silence is my therapy. I don't need your sympathy. That's what's being said. Like, it's a lot deeper than, like, what the shell of the song sounds like. And it's the strangest kind of experience. I feel almost bad dancing to this, but god dang if it isn't groovy. So is that her voice? Is that her voice? For people that know Little Simz, is that her voice? I love this song so much. I'm definitely going to be coming back to a lot of these songs because I feel like a lot of the songs capture a bunch of different moods. So she'll show up everywhere, basically. Like, there are songs for, like, working out, like Rolling Stone, for example. There's songs for this that I just want to dance to. Give or take the lyrics, right? Because, you know, obviously, I know that the lyrics are a little bit deeper than what it sounds like. And then there's more introspective things, like Introvert, which is huge, massive. Like, this album is doing it all.
Don't you think of saving you? Don't call me. Don't you call me. I don't wanna speak. I got problems, but I'm not fucking weak. I'm so guarded.
Yeah, I really, really like this one, and I can't express that enough. Maybe I can. I don't know. This album, though, it's blowing my mind, and I kind of expected that, right? I just didn't know how hard it was gonna go, and the answer is this.
Heart is like a stone. I hate to be controlled. Total silence is my therapy. Protecting my energy.
And again, we have the motif of introversion, right? Like being by yourself. We are on to number 14, Never Make Promises, Interlude.
Never make promises, nothing ain't promised at all. Oh, when we fight, we fold. Oh, when we fight, we fold. Never make promises, nothing ain't promised at all. Oh, when we make promises, never make promises. Oh, when we make promises, never make promises, nothing ain't promised at all. Oh, when we make promises, never make. Oh, when we make promises.
Interesting. Not as uplifting as some of the other interludes. Curious. I'm wondering what the purpose of this is.
Never make promises, nothing ain't promised at all. Never make promises, nothing ain't promised at all. Never make promises, nothing ain't promised at all.
wild. Really, really wild. We're on to number 15, Point and Kill. I'm going to slaughter the name, featuring Ambanjar? Ambanjar? I don't know how to say it. Look it up and try and pronounce it yourself, I suppose. I just can't do it.
I do what I want, I do what I like, I know what face, I no fear nobody, nobody. I do what I want, I do what I like, I know what face, I no fear nobody, nobody.
Remember when I was talking about bass and how it would probably be later on in the album? Yeah, this is it.
Point and kill. If I want it, it's mine. You can't stop me. Hey!
Family no go so far, oh, in my lifetime. They be fine, doing proper, no lie, give me strength, let me prosper. Daddy say he want me to be lawyer, be doctor, riff raff, kitty gun, window shopper. Oh yeah, fine boy, take away auntie, bougie, akile, oh I fancy when I see a type.
Point and kill.
My face hurts just because of the stank that is just emanating from the song, and I love it so much. This is a standout, even though the whole album is a standout. I like this a lot.
If I want it, it's mine. You can't stop me. Hey! You can't stop me, oh. You can't stop me. Point and kill. You can't stop me, oh. You can't stop me. Point and kill. You can't stop me, oh. You can't stop me. Point and kill. You can't stop me, oh. You can't stop me.
I do as I want, I do as I like. I no watch face, I no fear nobody. Nobody. Said I do as I want, I do as I like. I no watch face, I no fear nobody. No fear nobody.
Yeah, so she's kind of singing there, and she sounds fantastic. And it fits in perfectly with the song. Little Simz, you should sing. Do it. Do it. Do stuff like this more often. I like it. I like hearing that voice.
A mini paid, what can you offer? Snakes in the grass, no trust them. Point and kill any imposter. Smooth travel, never stalking Costa. That's in any city, you can come and see it with me. Reality will hit you, cause not everywhere's pretty. But for now, bring the Nara, come gimme. Can't stop greatness, what's the point in trying hard not to recognize of all this pressure we applying? Tell my people rise up, can never be silenced. You think we're apologetic, I think we're defiant. Mommy say I gotta be a go-getter. Got the devil trying to tempt me, but I know better. Never been the type to not acknowledge all the signs. It's a
In the beginning, I was curious as to how she would tackle this, because to me, I wouldn't know where to begin with, like, trying to rap over this. It's crazy. It's kind of like chaos, but it makes a lot of sense also. And she does it perfectly. It's flawless. It's flawless, and it's beautiful, and it's amazing.
fact that everything I want is in front of my eyes. So when I see it die,
Point and kill. If I want it, it's mine. You can't stop me, huh? Point and kill. Point and kill.
I like that featured artist. I don't know how to pronounce their name right, but they're fantastic. I love them. I love them. I love that vibe. It's very, very, I don't know.
You can't stop me, oh, you can't stop me. Point and kill. You can't stop me, oh, you can't stop me. Point and kill. You can't stop me, oh. can't stop me.
Okay, we are on to number 16, Fear No Man.
Rose petal, mommy rose to be rose gold. I just demonstrate greatness they cannot show. No new friends can't be welcomed in my section. See that little zone there, that's a no-go. Tell me who you know, floating on the beat like this. You can't not respect it, I ain't asking you to like this. You can always trust, I'll give you something here to vibe with. Heads turn when I pull out looking stylish. Ain't your tip.
I feel like this is a really natural transition from the last song because I feel like the energy of that bass kind of carried on into this and gives it kind of like a tropical feel in a way. I don't know. It's very interesting.
Typical rapper, I ain't got my neck froze. Still your favorite artist, couldn't even step close. Heard they want my crown, but I ain't never stressed though. Cause to your career that would be detrimental. Come on.
Yeah, I love this kind of energy. To me, this is so bright and so pretty. It's really interesting to contrast this to Gray Area because it's just night and day. It's just night and day. It's so different, and I love that. I love that.
Get the help around me, yeah, I'm playing. Sure, I've been a bad breed, and my dad's seed. Eyes low, mad lean, blame it on the green. Got a wealth of knowledge, you should listen when I speak.
Interesting that there is so much emphasis on her dad in this album. True, I've been a bad breed, I'm my dad's seed, right? And we've talked about how her dad was a Rolling Stone, and basically all of I Love You, I Hate You was in detail with her and her father. So it's interesting to put that much emphasis on it.
I was probably the hardest kid in the class to teach. Come get on my level, come get on my level. From a young and true, I've been a different kind of rebel. Coming for it all, I'd be a fool if I just settle. The spirit guiding me won't see me dancing with the devil. Cause
It's interesting to see maybe some insecure parts about her throughout this album, but then see things like this that are so powerful. Like, she is so strong, and she's so huge, especially with songs like Rolling Stone and Speed and the one after Speed. I can't remember the name, but things like that are so strong. Just, it just radiates power. She's huge.
I get what I want when I want it. More time, I don't even want it, to be honest. To you, my life like a movie on steroids, but to me, it's just another day at the office. Put my mum on the cover of a GQ. You can't relate cause that's something that G's do. Cut through, I'm bobbing and weaving. No one likes a pussy, don't be in your feelings. 10 o'clock, on the dot. Pull up in a new something from the lot. I think I'm being low-key when I'm stepping in.
Was she on GQ? I need to find that cover, actually, because if so, I would love to have that. Maybe, like, rip off the cover and put it on the wall or something like that.
But I'm Little Simz, I forgot. Tell them don't be on me looking for it. Push me, I'ma go 6%, know what I'm saying? Don't get me irate, ain't no stopping in God's plan. Everybody bleeds red, so I fear no man.
Yeah, this is kind of just like a pure track. I like this. I like this a lot. It's crazy how concentrated this album seems to be. It's pretty concise. It's pretty concise. Even though I think it has like an hour runtime, that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Usually longer albums are less concentrated, right? Like if it's shorter, there's less chance for error. But to me, there seems to be no error.
Come on, fast, I don't got time. Somebody is waiting for me. Bye.
Okay, so we are on to number 17, The Garden Interlude.
You see, Simbi, your decisions don't just affect you. Your first love often blinds you. To be loved is to be held. How many do you believe have felt your presence when needed the most?
I'm sure a lot. I'm sure a lot of people probably look up to her. If not then now. Definitely now, with songs like Introvert and Woman. I think that speaks to a lot of people, just in those two songs.
When in fear of the unknown, who do you call? Patience is a virtue. Trust your intuition, but get out of your head. Masking your emotions is a weakness. It's a kindness to let people in. Humble pie is often the hardest to swallow. Be your best friend and not your worst enemy.
This is really hitting home for me. I feel that. I definitely feel the part about like masking your emotions is a weakness. I get that. On the outside, you're like a rough exterior, right? That can't be hurt or chipped away, but on the inside, you're probably hurting. That's incredible. I like these interludes. I like these a lot.
Feelings of being misunderstood are hard to fathom, but you were never brought here to fit in. All you give will be all you shall receive. Water your seeds. Give your garden the love it needs.
This album is an experience. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy that it came out today. I wasn't expecting it this early. I actually didn't know when it came out. But boy, am I happy. It's really nice. It almost makes me want to kind of drift away. Some very interesting sounds happening in the interludes. Like it sounds like Disney, and there's something kind of like mystical about it, right? Okay, so we are on to number 18. How did you get here? Seems it's going to be a more serious song. That's what I'm getting from it. I mean, just from the kind of slowed pace and everything like that. So I should probably pay attention.
How the hell did I get here? Sometimes I sit and I wonder. I'm the version of me I always imagined when I was younger.
Good.
All the doubt I had thrown at me, all the time I invested. I sit and read my old lyric books like damn, it must have been destined. Stuck to it, I improvised my way here, no rules. Back when it was serious, handing mixtapes out in my school. All I had was my brain and my hunger, had to use that as tools. Amount of people that told me no when I turned that into my fuel.
Okay, so we're learning kind of a lot about her childhood and I guess her grow up and how she worked as an artist from a really early age. Like in high school, she was passing around mixtapes and stuff like that. Like she was working from the get-go.
Slacking in my schoolwork, didn't care much. Sisters are getting on to me, but trust me, this music thing is my prophecy. I didn't need
That's exactly what it is.
to convince them, cause they saw it all from just watching me. Now I got them on side, confidence rises, there ain't no stopping me. I'm unstoppable, got a strong head on my shoulders, and being good hearted don't cost it all. Times I thought I had lost it all when I ain't even have shit to my name. Studio runs on foot, trekking through the rain, made me into what I became. All I wanted to be around was like-minded people on the same page, and I found that in space age.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I love to see something like this, a song like this, after learning about a lot of the hardships that she went through with her family and growing up, and people like stabbing her in the back and everything like that. This is beautiful.
Back then we never had a penny, but it didn't matter to us because our soul was nourished. Shooting music videos in Chuck's garden with no budget. Came up with some real ones. All the talent we had to harvest. We didn't always see eye to eye, but they always had my back regardless. That was a pivotal time. Breaks my heart, it didn't work, but we tried. Still, I had never aborted the mission. All that I've taken is all God has given. When Toller's talking to me, then I listen. Told me to follow my own intuition. Go with the pace I set for myself. I don't need drums to follow the rhythm. Couldn't have planned this, it was just written. Many dreams I'm sitting on. I made up of the same stars that I wish upon. Times of
I don't need drums to follow the rhythm. Yeah, I mean, she doesn't need anything. Well, she does, right? Like she does, but what I'm saying is that she has a voice. She has a voice and she has a flow, and she can go. She can just go. She doesn't need it. It's incredible.
Thought that my prayers weren't getting answered, but boy was I wrong. All it took was me knowing I'm meant to be here. It's where I belong, yeah. And sometimes I forget, but I have to think back and remind myself of the journey. It's been a beautiful one. Sometimes I sit and I wonder. I'm the version of me I always imagined when I was younger. All the albums I studied, learned about flow and cadence. I sit and listen to my old shit like damn, all it took was patience.
I love that. Looking back at your older work is always fun. I mean, I can even say that people that have worked on something for a while and then you like see like a video proof of where you've came from, it's incredible to see the journey and know that you've been through that journey.
Story over the glory, other paths that weren't for me. Wasn't much of an academic or road invested or sporty. Made the most of all I was blessed with the tools in my inventory. Things the teachers don't teach you, and now the student might lead you. If you want to leave the class, and you're free to. Everything here's subjective. If you stand where we're standing, you might understand the perspective. How the hell did you get far? You ain't getting no head start. All decisions we made is based on our circumstance. We hope to surpass. It took most of our lifetime to wake up, smell the roses, realize that the world is ours.
This is awesome. It's basically kind of saying that you can do whatever the frick you put your mind to. It takes a lot of hard work and effort, yeah. But, you know, with time, you'll grow. I mean, look at Little Simz. She's been at it for 10 years, she said, and she has gotten here. She's gotten here. She's gotten so much recognition. She makes, in my opinion, some of the best work that's being put out right now.
Us and them, but we worlds apart. Nothing in life comes easy, and you work twice as hard because you black. Used to think mom exaggerated to the world, show me it's fact. Still it's mine for the taking. Lock the door.
Yeah, I can't imagine how hard she's pushed and worked for this. You know, especially bringing like race into it, right? Because there's one thing being a woman, but then another thing that you're black. You're going up against the odds, you know? The odds being huge, ginormous, but she's here. She's frickin' here, and she's being celebrated.
Doors and we breaking. Still got love for them non-believers. They're the ones that said we won't make it. Everything you want is out there waiting for you to take it. The key is to have faith in your dreams and never stop chasing, and you'll make it. Trust.
How did you get?
All it was perseverance, pushing, never giving up. They built them walls so high up and we tore them down.
When you fall down, you have to get up twice as hard. I definitely really resonate with that. I'm definitely a hard worker. I will fall down 1,000 times. I will make 1,000 mistakes, but I will learn from those mistakes and work even harder to be better.
They told us no, we said yes, it's okay. Some get it, some don't.
It didn't take you long to get here,
but we keep pushing on.
How did you believe you would get here?
And in times of doubt,
you didn't sell your soul, but you held on.
Always.
I like this song a lot. I feel like I said that on every single song so far. But this is really hopeful. This is really bright. And I know I've said that quite a bit. But I think this one especially. I love her music because I feel like it reaches out to a lot of people. And me included, especially with a few of these songs.
Story of never ending. It's been a long road. Feel good, don't it? Yeah.
It didn't take you long to
tell your kids to play this.
How did you believe you would get here?
Simz.
And with that, we are on to the last track of the album, Misunderstood.
So misunderstood, you're misunderstood.
I don't wanna be up and down for days. Laying in my misery, hoping I'll be saved. Stuck in my ways, stubborn, I know it can't be changed. Living in isolation, attention I never crave. There go Little Simz from around the way. She wanted the credibility, never cared for fame. While the palette fades, release the colors of pain. It's a black.
Interesting. So we're taking an outside perspective and looking at her because, you know, we say, there go Little Simz, so we're talking about her from a third person perspective. Interesting.
And white world still in the area grey. Looking back, was it all a waste of handshakes and how we used and what you been up to's and will you be home soon and when are you dropping again?
No, this isn't what I want to see. So what she said was, while the palette fades, release the colors of pain. It's a black and white world, still in the area gray. Meaning that we are still in, like, gray area, the album. That feeling, which is not what I want. That is not what I want. I want her to be happy and flourishing. Interesting that this would be the last song on the album.
To me out, secretly hoping I'm done with the pen. No receipts, can't return the gift I was sent. Everything I touch is felt with the purest intent. Conversations with you is causing resentment. Hard to accept the realness, she said. I've been loving you freely. Back when you was broke, handing out them CDs. Tried to fall in love when you cut cause you need me. I told you give it up and you never believe me. Your obsession with me has been your Achilles heel. Feelings equals weakness and that's why you bury yours. Understand you were just a vessel for the Lord. Lying hard, don't you feel these blessings in your pores?
This is an interesting closer so far. I don't know what I expected, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm really happy about this because it's a lot sadder than I thought it would be. Given that Introvert, you know, is the opening track and it's so huge and massive. I would think that the last track would be a little bit something more hopeful.
I can feel your pain. I can see your tears. So misunderstood. You're misunderstood.
Little misleading, misguided, misunderstood, misjudged. Little mistaken, heartbroken, that's basic mistrust.
I really like the use of miss in this song. Little misleading, misguided, misunderstood, misjudged, mistaken, mistrust. Lots of misses, and I think that's really smart, given that it's called misunderstood, which is a play on words because it's miss and then understood, and then there's also the word misunderstood.
For many days and for many nights, I just couldn't fathom all the fate stuff. Eyes wide open to fate love, cause no one's checking for you when you got it bad and you're in the worst, lowest place, still can never crash. Strong women bounce back and secure bags. Know it's in my DNA to only be great. Niggas trying hard to get the juice and them lemonade. The right words for a living and still can't communicate. Honesty is in my bones, I can't do the fate. Life's too short and I've seen too many tears. I've come too far for me to be consumed by my fears. Can't believe the space I'm in with my older sister. I left the global empire and now she thinks I dissed her.
This is so interesting. It's still like a huge. This whole album has been kind of like a huge reflection on herself, right? But almost this one especially. It's interesting that this is the last one, and I keep on saying that, but it's because we've come through a lot in this. You know, we've talked about like hyping herself up, and then we're kind of met with this ultimate feeling of kind of dread in a way.
It wasn't that, I just needed to explore shit on my own. I just needed to figure out, I probably let my anger get the best of me. When it comes to family, see now you testing me. You want my everything until there's nothing left of me. I just wanted you to call me saying, hey sis, how's your day been? How's your love life? Are you dating? Oh, he fucked up, yo, I had the same thing. But there's a bigger picture, God is painting. It's hard mixing family and business. I really wanted it to work and God is my witness.
That's really unfortunate. So this kind of section is talking about her sister and her relationship with that, and her working, on her business, on music, right, and not getting in the way of family. And I really enjoy the part where she's saying that she wanted it to be like, how's your day, sis? How are the guys doing? How are the boyfriends? Oh, he did that. He did this. And having that connection with the sister, but because of what she's doing as a profession, it's not working out.
Misunderstood, you're misunderstood. No stop, I can feel your pain. I can see your tears. So misunderstood, you're misunderstood.
You know what? I actually do kind of like that as a closer, because I feel like it connects the whole kind of family theme we got a lot in this album, like with her and her dad, and going through all of that. That was definitely a theme, as well as being introverted, right? I think this whole thing has been so connected, and that's what her albums are. It's just a lot of cohesion. That's what Gray Area was. That's what this is. It's brilliant. It's really brilliant, but it needs another listen, because it's huge. It's massive. It's got a lot of text. It's got a lot of meaning behind it. Absolutely beautiful. This is probably this is probably my album of the year. Maybe this or Tyler, the Creator, because that was a good album too. But this is it's really good. I'm gonna end the I can't even talk. I'm gonna end the video there. Yeah. My mind's a little gone at the moment, but thank you for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay. Bye.